Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Rodgers again now. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Rodgers going to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Christian Wilkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The kick by Parkey is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Deshaun Jackson, 45 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Credit Melvin Ingram, able to get into the backfield and make the stop.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Let's go!
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Parkey is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd and a couple, Tua. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, I'm trying to erase this deficit. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On the return, Jackson. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 14-6, that's the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Miami. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. That time, a 6-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Here's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 46 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. With it is Jackson. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Oh, good move. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because usually 5.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Quez Watkins taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive 7 plays in length. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He finds Watson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 2nd and 10, Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Rodgers now on first down. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. He finds his receiver, Watson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down and goal. Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
An inside give to Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw again on... And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 now on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. Touchdown! Alan Lazard, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Miami set to take over. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give for Taylor running right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They run once more with Taylor. He'll get this down to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Rodgers. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Parkey adds the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. 2 and now on 1st down.
Another catch there for Waddle. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Quez Watkins.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, here's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Parkey with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to pass. Tua. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Tua to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you that you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
From the 6. And they will... down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of a team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 7, 46 seconds to go. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down. Tua to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. They'll try and run it in. And that is incomplete, but there's a flag down. So let's see what we've got. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
With the next selection, the Lions are on the clock. It's the Tennessee Titans, now on the clock. Next up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock. The Minnesota Vikings are now on the clock. The New York Jets on the clock now. Next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock. It's the Detroit Lions now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Tennessee Titans. With the next pick, the Miami Dolphins are on the clock. The Miami Dolphins now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Miami Dolphins. The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. Next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock.